What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Chazz Witherspoon and Alexander Usyk, of course. Chazz Witherspoon gave his take on Usyk, how he was in the ring, what he expected, etc., etc. He said this. He said Usyk was very fast, very in a southpaw. He was very awkward. He normally doesn't like southpaws anyway, or likes to fight them, rather. And he said that Usyk, he caught him with a good shot. That's the shot that I was talking to in my breakdown. And he said he didn't like it. So instead of him just letting his hands go, he tried to load up with a punch and went for the KO. And that was a big mistake due to the defense of Usyk. He said he was very fast, very awkward, and he seen I started to slow down a bit. He said there was times when he had him on the ropes and Usyk did flurry with him, and he went with an uppercut and it grazed him and he backed off. And he said, well, I wish I would have hit him with that particular shot. So in other words, Chazz was really saying that he was an awkward fighter, he was fast, but he made the adjustments, okay? And he punched within Chazz's punches, and when Chazz started to slow down, he came forward and eventually stopped the fight. Chazz also said that his corner saved him because he was taking a beating at a certain point in the fight, which I agree. Because what happened, Usyk was gradually starting to come on, like I told you guys. And I think what it is with Usyk, it's more mental along with physical. And when I mean mental, that's really how you win fights in boxing. Sure, you have to be physically conditioned, but mentally conditioned also. Because he knew that was a part of the time, just like he did with Bellew. He knew there was a time that these guys will slow down, but they're conditioned, they're mentally conditioned, they're physically conditioned to go forward. See, Usyk was just coming on, and you notice he was just starting to land with those punches, and it got gradually more and more and more. Okay, so Chazz seen that when he started to slow down, again, this guy gave a valiant effort, okay, but he was a replacement, people. He did not just come off a fight like Andy Ruiz, okay? So he just didn't come from a training camp. He was basically coming off the couch to fight the undisputed former cruiserweight champion of the world, at a new platform, at a new weight class. So, again, he wasn't knocked out. And of course, you're going to see people, well, why didn't Usyk knock him out? Okay, well, if anybody know anything about Philadelphia, they produce some of the toughest fighters in the world. Frazier, Garcia, etc. Okay, Hopkins, all right? These guys are tough, and they're not known to be knocked out people. So, you have to take that into consideration with dealing with someone like Chazz Witherspoon, okay? So, Chazz was, he was humble about it. He just called it like he saw it. It was like, he was an definitely awkward, punches in weird angles, was catching me. I started to slow down. He started to come on. My corner saved me, but I did like his assessment. I did see, just like he saw, he was in the ring with him. He saw that when Usyk caught that right hand, it bothered him. Okay. So, anybody that's coming up in weight, that's one of the best tests that I can compare to, like Arturo Gatti when he went from 140 to 147. I think I compared them to before, but when Gotti went up there, Gotti was a banger. Gotti's always been a banger, blood and guts banger, exciting fighter to watch. God bless the dead. And he did not, and he fought a novice fighter. Okay, this guy wasn't a known fighter, and he didn't like the way those punches felt at that weight class, and therefore he went back down pretty soon after that. But nonetheless, that's Chazz's assessment on that. But he was gracious that his team did save him, because that's what they're for. If you see your fighter getting taking too much punishment, it's time to shut it down. You know what I mean? You've made your effort. He's tried. He's landed. He He tried, right? Due to the circumstances. So it's time to wrap it up, pack it up, let's go home. And that's what happened, because you also understand, there was a boxer that fell into a coma after a knockout like that. And most knockouts come from repetitive damage round after round, So anyway, I'm glad that they stopped it before it got to that point, or possibly got to that point with Chazz Witherspoon. But that's my counterpunch on that, guys. You guys tell me what you think about Chazz Witherspoon's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.